What's up, y'all? It's Brody. It's another studio update. It's April of 2024. It's time to get one of these things done. So let's get right into it. Things first, naturally, we need to get cozy. So we're gonna turn the light off. I do have the kiln running. We're running a bisque tonight. So hopefully I have some nice bisque fired pieces tomorrow to glaze. I hope so. I guess we'll see. Sometimes it's tough to know because our kiln's a little funky. It's a little old, so we'll see tomorrow morning, but right now I'm just keeping an eye on it. First and foremost, per always, we have the wheel. We just want to say a prayer for this thing real quick. Dear kiln gods and wheel gods, we love you, we respect you. Okay, cool. Always got to let your wheel know that you love it. Otherwise, we're switching clays, guys. We're switching to standard warm buff. I know that doesn't mean a lot to everybody, but this is a clay I've been wanting to use for a while. Reason for that, this is what they use at the school, and I've been getting used to it. Previously, I've been using this Blick Amico stuff that I get over at the Blick warehouse, but I bought a fucking brick of hard clay for the last time, so I've been special ordering standard warm buff. Also, got some reclaim going here. Otherwise, this is new clay corner, and then we got this here with some random Amico clay in it. Clay corner, man. This is updated. Before we get into all this, let's just migrate in here. Ooh, ooky spooky. In this room, we're looking pretty bone dry. We've gone through a lot of the product that we have on hand. Really, I want to get rid of all this stuff because I'm switching from these commercial glazes to my glazes that I've been developing. You know, they're stolen recipes, but I've been working on fine-tuning them, whatever you want to say. So there ain't much going on in here, but there's still a little wear on the shelf. So if you want anything, let me know. I'm working on shipping, so that shipping corner, absolute disaster this. But I can ship stuff now, so let me know. So back in the studio here, I did want to mention, I got sick of the wear boards I was using previously here. If you don't know what a wear board is, it's a board that wear goes on. Check it out. You'll notice in here, I got some expensive boards that are bowing. And this sucks because it changes the bottom of your pot. So instead of having a nice flat bottom, you'll get a rounded one. And that is trash. So I've been trying to figure out how to get around it. So I got all these expensive boards, like these, for example, are red oak. That's like a $45 board, I think. 35 to 45, something in there. Whatever. We're over it. So, and I've gone from using this crap to what I thought was worse. This is a Birch Plywood board. So, multiple layers of birch, but it doesn't warp. So I got 6 of these built. I'm gonna buy a bunch more. I'm loving the Birch Plywood. If you get problems with your wear boards, whatever, buy birch, cut it up. I don't care what you have to do. This is the best. This is what Florian Gatsby used, so this is what I'm gonna use. Again, big light goes off. So what do we got over here? I got a bunch of my test tiles from the glazes I've been trying, I've been mixing, and then Mother Nature's Revenge. This is a portrait done by Chad with oil pastels. Super sick. I love it. I got some of my little tester mugs up here, you know, just to see how some of these glazes look. And these are the tiles to go along with them. Then, of course, the ever-growing wall of materials that give us cancer. These are what I use to mix the glazes. So basically, I'll just pop this sucker open, take a bunch of this dirt, mix it up in a bucket with some water, and we get something that we can put on the outside of a pot, right? That's really all this boils down to. There's some chemistry to it. We got our respirators to make sure that I don't die. Also, we got an air purifier here. This helps a lot. Keep that thing running pretty much 24/7. So this is where I'm making all the glazes on this little table. You know, we got our book of spells here. So within this book, you know, I got a bunch of different glaze recipes and things like that, things I've been working on. Some of my favorite tiles here that I've been getting over the last few firings. I hope this is stuff that that you guys enjoy too, because some of these are glazes that I'm really excited about. But overall, this is just a wall of dirt. Let's be real. Over here, these are the glazes that I've made. So I got a dark brown slip that does fire to black. Love that. Some other glazes that I whipped up here as well. Some of my commercial bottles. Trying to stop using this stuff, but it's good for business cards or just like little random projects. If I need to get a quick brush of purple or something, I'll use some of this stuff. Oh, vibes, of course. Gotta have the Nag Champa. If you're not using incense in your studio, what are your vibes? What's your sign? Tell me. Over here, we got the Guppy tank. The Guppies are doing great, guys. We got some really pregnant Guppies in here. I've decided Sassy, the one remaining female beta, will be the only beta in this tank. And she thinks she's a Guppy, so she just swims around with these guys. Within the tank, you know, Chad made this little temple here. I glazed it. Same with this little catfish house and this little catfish cave here. He wanted the Guppies to swim in them, but I tried to tell him, you know, these guys like to just swim around this grass. So the catfish love these things. But I love them too. I'm getting some good plant growth, getting some really good everything in this tank. I mean, I got signs of snail babies. There's a snail right there, just kind of chilling. But yeah, what do you guys think of the current scape in this bad bear? We like it. I do have a Fluval FX4 on this guy. Really powerful filter. This is only 20 gallons for this tank. That's like a 100-gallon filter. It's a little overpowered, but it does the job, and it keeps my water crystal clear. Keeps Sassy and the little Guppies nice and happy as well. Look how pregnant these guys are. They're gonna be popping soon. Can't wait to have Guppy babies. I'll probably make like a little bucket tank for them or something so that they don't die or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Down here are some of my commercial glazes and buckets. I don't really want to use these anymore, but I still have them. I just got some tools over here. You know, you guys have seen this in previous videos. This is just a hodgepodge, 2 shelves I found around with just a bunch of different slips. Down here I got some chucks for trimming, some random tools and brushes and things like that. So this ain't crazy. But we do have the new table over here. I'm working on some pendants right now, so necklaces and things like that. This table is also a plaster table, so this board is horribly warped, but I can wedge on this thing. And below, we're just moving our reclaim slabs down there. So these guys are just soaking up water till I can do something with the clay. It's just about right too. I'm trying to make this video short and sweet for you guys, but of course it's not a video if I don't show you the kiln room, so I better get in here as well. I'm running the kiln tonight. I got a bisque fire going. Right now it's about 10 p.m. honestly. I got this going real slow, so it's gonna be a late night for me here. So you can see it's getting a little red in there. I got it on medium, high on the middle, high on the low. I'm gonna let that go for quite a while. I'll probably come down here 1 in the morning and crank it all the way up to high, and we'll have a complete fire tomorrow, about 4 o'clock or so. I'll unload all the Bisquare. I showed you guys just a minute ago the wearboard room. I like this little closet, and I like keeping these in here because it takes some of the moisture out and they straighten up a bit, but as you can see, some of them have, some of them haven't, so it's always a gamble with these guys. The kiln furniture room, closet, whatever you want to call it, you know, it's a mess. So I don't want to get too into this, but I got my cones, got my furniture, shelves, random bits, a thermocouple, some drills, some tools, and some tax documents and stuff. I really got to find a better spot for my tax paperwork. But yeah, you guys have seen this a million times. Over here I built a new shelf to keep glazeware on. As you guys have seen in previous videos, I got the greenware shelf, so I wanted it to be a little more consistent down here, so I moved greenware to bisqueware to glazeware. And I am going to glaze this stuff, so I'm thinking I'll keep finished glaze work here, or in progress glaze work here, and then finished glaze work in the other room, like I showed you guys previously. I did get a grinder from the old man. Dad gave me this grinder, of course. You do need to make sure that when you're using something like this, you're using your respirator, because you'll get glass particles in your lungs and die in a video game, and nobody wants that. I got a random assortment of items up here. This is a commission for my buddy's 27-pound cat tank, and I'm working on law tables as well. Something with these, notice weight distribution's a little off, so I'm gonna remake these. I want to make another dozen of those, but with a better weight distribution. These are World of Warcraft ashtrays. World of Warcraft Classic specifically. This is Old Azeroth, minus Tadrisil. Some other ashtrays I've been working on, and more law tables, things I want to reglaze. This was a failed project. I tried the black slip with my ivory glaze, and I got a lot of pinholing, but the inside turned out really nice on this piece. So I'm excited about the slip trailing, not excited about the slip on the outside. So we'll see where that goes with those. Also, see, that's just not good. So we're gonna have to redesign this style. But anyway, that's it for this stuff. I did get my second wheel fixed up here. This is my Artista. With the Artista wheels, they are a stationary tabletop kind of deal. So I built this to mimic my Brent, so that when I'm teaching people, I can just use this kind of like wonky setup, and they can use the Brent wheel. But I'm really excited about this. So I have basically another Brent that's, you know, not as good. But this is still a really good wheel. I got this thing for $50. Didn't work. I got a new control board for it for like 80 bucks. And it works. This is at least a fucking, what, $500 wheel? It's crazy. So I'll be doing some classes with that soon. Stay tuned for that. If you want to do some classes and you live in the area, you can hit me up. I haven't started doing them yet, but I'd like to get going on that here soon. Overall, though, this is the studio. This is what we got going on. April 2024. What's up? As always, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my studio update. If there's any particular videos you want me to make, I will. I'm thinking about redoing the 1 minute teacup challenge. I'm thinking about doing some tutorials on some of the new stuff I've been making. I've been thinking about doing some glaze videos, some fish keeping videos. Whatever you guys want to see, I gotcha. So you know I love you. My kings, my queens, and everybody in between. Hit me up. Instagram, Bulls by Brody. Facebook, Bulls by Brody. Subscribe if you liked, and leave a comment if you care. So thank you guys, and have a great night.